PPC is very powerful tool to drive sales and traffic for any Amazon listing, but for many beginner Amazon seller, it can be very confusing to understand so many things. Like there is Amazon ads type, targeting type, match types, bids, CPC, CTR, CVR, ACOS, and much more. That is why in this video today, I am going to break it down into 6 simple steps. Number 1, what is Amazon PPC exactly? Number 2, Amazon ads types and their use cases. Number 3, Amazon targeting types, match types, and their use cases. Number 4, important metrics to understand Amazon PPC campaigns performance. Number 5, how to find out keywords, ASINs, and categories to target inside your campaigns. Number 6, how to launch your very first Amazon PPC campaign. So make sure to watch this video till the end. And in case you are already aware of some part of it and you want to skip some steps, I will provide the timestamp in the description of this video, so you can skip and jump directly to the part you are interested in. And for those who don't know me so far, hi, my name is Anup Patel, founder of Ads Zenith, a full service Amazon agency known for its profit first Amazon PPC approach. We are spending around $700,000 on Amazon ads every month. So you can confidently trust the information I'm going to share in this video. By the way, a quick reminder here, I see a lot of you guys watch my videos but don't subscribe. Please hit a like if you like this video, and if you get any value from this video, and do subscribe this channel. It gives us a little bit extra boost and motivation to keep posting this kind of videos, and trust me, it takes a lot of time and effort to shoot this kind of videos. Alright, so let's dive in, starting with the basics. So what is Amazon PPC exactly? So Amazon PPC stands for Amazon Pay-Per-Click. It's Amazon's internal advertising system that allows Amazon sellers to run ads for their product directly on Amazon. So what happens is Amazon sellers have an option to pay Amazon to show their products in the search results as ad. So new sellers use Amazon ads to drive sales and traffic, and established sellers use Amazon ads to drive sales and traffic again, but they use it to scale. Number 2, let's understand Amazon ads types and their use cases. For this one, I have prepared a flow chart. You are going to love it, and a Google Docs, a Google Sheet, whatever you like, whatever is helping you to understand it better, you can use it. I'm going to provide the links of all these 3 documents in the description. You can download it. You know, I genuinely want to make it so easy to understand that you never get confused in the future after watching this video about Amazon ads. So let's dive into my computer screen now. Okay, so we are inside my computer screen now, and this is the flowchart I was talking about. You can see I have covered Amazon ads types, targeting types, and you can see match types. Everything is covered in this flowchart about the Amazon ads structure. So let's start with the Amazon ads types. So there are 3 types of Amazon ads. Number 1, sponsored products ads. Number 2, sponsored brand ads. Number 3, sponsored display ads. So the basic difference in all these Amazon ads type is of the purpose of these campaigns and the placement of these campaigns. So let's start with the Amazon products ads. Amazon sponsored products ads are used to drive sales, conversion, and ranking for your Amazon products. Let me show you. So this is the, by the way, this is the Google Doc I was talking about in the beginning. So I have put everything in written, all the explanation is written, so that you can keep it as your backup. So you can see this is the sponsored products ads here, and this is used for driving conversions on a specific product detail page and improving ranking. And if you see, this ads is for individual product listing, and this is going to show your ad on the search results and product detail pages. I'm going to show you that live practically as well. And this looks like regular product listing marked as a small sponsored tag. That is, I'm going to show you again. Targeting option we are going to talk later. We discussed the purpose of the Amazon ads. Now let me show you the placement of Amazon ads. So for that, I'm going to go on Amazon.com, and I'm going to search for a keyword, mushroom coffee. Let's search for this one, and once we search on this keyword, you can see some ads here. If you scroll here, you see these looks like regular listings. You see all these looks like regular listing, but you see sponsored. So these are sponsored products ads. And if you see here, these are organic listing. You don't see any sponsored brands here. So these are organic listing, but these are looking very similar to organic listing, but these are ads. You see sponsor. And if you go scroll down, you will see some more here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 more sponsored ads. And if you scroll down, you will see some more, 1, 2, right? So these are all Amazon sponsored ads. No, so those were all Amazon sponsored products ads. So that was the placement in search result page. If you see where it shows, so search result page, so where it shows is search result page. So this is the, okay, so this is the search result page. Here we are talking, so here you can see all the sponsored. Now next is product detail pages. So now let me show you a product detail page. So I'm not going to click on these links because someone will pay unnecessarily. So I'm going to click on an organic listing, and now this is called a product detail page. This is the product detail page of this product and this SN. So now if you see here, if you scroll down, you will see some ads here. You see based on your recent views sponsored, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all these are ads. If you scroll down little more, you will see little more of sponsored ads. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these are Amazon sponsored products ads. So this is sponsored products ads. Okay, so now let's talk about Amazon sponsored brand ads. So the main purpose of Amazon sponsored brand ads is to drive brand awareness. Of course, you get sales also from sponsored brand ads too. You get sales from Amazon display ads too, but the key purpose is different. Let me tell you, more than 80% of your sales will come from sponsored products ads. Let me tell you, if you create all these three types of campaigns, more than 80% of sales will come from sponsored products ads. That's because the key purpose of this to drive sales and conversion, purpose of this one to drive brand awareness, and for this one, wait a little. Okay, so if you see here on the Google Doc I have created sponsored brand ads, you will see this is best for increasing brand awareness, cross-selling and driving traffic to your storefront or custom landing pages. Okay, let me tell you here, with the sponsored products ads, you can send your audience or shoppers from the ads to individual product listing pages. But with the sponsored brand ads, you can showcase your brand plus multiple product detail pages, which means you can send your traffic, your paid traffic to your storefront or the set of product, a bundle of products of yours. Right, there is one core benefit of this thing is when customer is on your product detail page, he will see different ads, but when he is going to go inside your storefront or set of products, he will see only your product. So that is one key benefit. And so now let me show you the placement of these ads. So where they show top of the search results, banner like sidebar within the search result. Okay, so let's see the same search result page we searched last time. So you can see this one, you see this is a banner, and you see this one, and you see this whole area, you see this big area you're getting. So this is the brand ad, right? And you see this video running. So people call it sponsored brand video ads too, but see that is not a different ad type. This is basically what happens. You get options in sponsored brand ads. You can either use images as banner, you can see here, you can use either images or you can use videos. So here this advertiser had decided to use a video. So this is sponsored brand ads, and if you go further below, you will see sponsored brand ads. Here you see this is also sponsored brand ads. Looks like it. Yes, this is also sponsored brand ads. This is very confusing. Sometimes it becomes sponsored display ads, sometimes it is brand ads. So this is most likely sponsored display ads because we don't see any banner or something. People use banners, by the way. Okay, so this is sponsored video ads again, and this is the same. People have used a video as a creative, and this is normally a sponsored brand ads. If you go down below, you will see some more sponsored brand ads. So you see this is these are all brands related to your search. These are sponsored brand ads, right? And you can see here this is again sponsored brand ads. So these are all the sponsored brand ads. And so yeah, so this is the sponsored brand placements. Okay, so now let's talk about sponsored display ads. See, the main purpose of sponsored display ads is also the brand awareness and then remarketing, right? Targeting shoppers who has already visited our product detail pages but not purchased. And when it comes to brand awareness, this this is a little bit different, it is, let me show you. So this is sponsored display ads. So display ads is used for retargeting, competitor conquesting means basically showing our ads on a product competitors detailed pages to steal their shoppers. Now brand awareness beyond the search. So beyond the search means on sponsored products and sponsored brand ads, we get options to target our product, our ads on the search result page or on the product detail pages. But here on display ads, we get an option to show ads to shoppers based on their interest, based on their behavior, based on their current behavior, based on their interests. So this way we can target and we can show our ads on and off Amazon both. That is why I say here brand awareness beyond search. And now if you see example used, it is used for retargeting shopper who viewed your product detail page but didn't buy, or showing ads or competitor product detail page. So this is sponsored display ads basically. So now purpose is clear. Now let me show you the placement of the sponsored display ad, and to show you that I have opened a product detail page and you can see here this is sponsored display ad. Now you see here this is a sponsored display ad below the buy box. Then if you see here, this is Amazon display ad, and if you go here, let me see, go down. No, these are brand ads. This seems to be a sponsored display ads, and apart from these, there are a lot of Amazon and on Amazon also, ads. So this is basically how display ads, sponsored display ads work. So I hope Amazon ads types are clear for you. If you still have any confusion, any question, you can watch this explanation here. It is pretty easy to understand, or you can simply send me an email. I would love to reply. Now let's talk about the targeting tab. So we have two options here, main two options here: automatic targeting and manual targeting. There are 4 other targeting options as well. We are going to talk about these later. So let's focus on here auto and manual. So with auto we have 4 match type options here. With manual we have 3 targeting options here: keyword targeting, product ascent targeting, category targeting, and then with keyword targeting we have 3 match types. Let's discuss each and everything. But before we go, let me tell you, we pair these targeting types with these ad types. So with each products, each ad type, we get different targeting types. For example, auto targeting type is only available for sponsored products ads. We cannot use auto campaigns, auto targeting with sponsored brands or sponsored display ads. Now if you talk about the manual targeting, we can use manual targeting with sponsored products ads and sponsored brand ads both. When we talk about sponsored display ads, we can use only these 4 targeting types. We cannot use any of these, right? We can use only these 4 targeting types. So now let's explain this more. So let's talk about auto campaign or auto targeting. People say it auto campaign sometimes. So when we create a sponsored product ads with automatic targeting, we say Amazon that, hey Amazon, go and find out search result pages and product detail pages where you believe that we can make a sale and show our ad on those search result pages or product detail pages. But we get a little bit extra controls, extra levers to control, refine these targeting a little bit more with these match types. So we have close match types, we have loose match types, we have substitutes, and we have complements. Again, we get these match types only with auto campaigns, right? Now let me repeat. We get auto campaigns. We can use auto campaign targeting only with sponsored products ads, and we can use these close match, loose match, substitute, and complement match types with only automatic targeting type. And if we create a campaign here, let me show you. Okay, let me show you from the beginning again. So if we click on create, this is sponsored products ad. If we click on create campaign, as you saw here that we get with the sponsored products ad, we get 2 options, auto and manual. We can create all these, both these targeting types. We can use both these targeting types. You can see here, automatic and manual campaign, as I said. Now we are going to talk about automatic campaigns. Amazon will target keywords and products that are similar to products in your ad. This is the basic explanation. So now if we bid simply on this thing, Amazon is going to bid on our similar products that, like us, but I don't recommend this. Instead of this, we will set bids by targeting group. The levers I said here, close match, substitute, and complements here. So with these we can control these targetings, right, in automatic targeting. Now if I talk about the close match, when we use close match type, we ask Amazon to show our ad on very closely relevant search terms. So if you see here, we will show your ad on shoppers who use search term closely related to your products. If your products is a dropper 400 count cotton sheet, we will show your ad when shoppers use search terms like cotton sheets or 400 cotton sheets. And if you want to see a little bit easier explanation, you can see here I have given example. If you sell wireless headphones, Amazon may match you with the searches like wireless earphones, right? Now if we talk about the loose match, loose match is when Amazon is going to show your ad on the search result pages for the keywords similar to your product. Let me show you my explanation. That is easy. When your ad for broader, less specific searches, for example, Bluetooth gadgets may show your ad on wireless headphones. Now the third option is the substitute. Substitute means Amazon is going to show your products to the product detail pages similar to your products. Like your wireless headphones can show on Bose or Sony headphones product detail pages. Now let's talk about the complements. Complements, Amazon is going to show your ad on the detail pages of the related products. Not similar, related products. Example, your wireless headphone ad may show on a smartphone or laptop detail page. I don't use it a lot because people don't buy relevant product. If I show my ad of my earphone on a product detail page of a laptop, chances are less that people are going to buy it. If you want to try it with low bids, right? So this is all about auto campaign and all these 4 match types. So now if we talk about the manual targeting, we get 3 options: keyword targeting, product ASIN targeting, category targeting. Keyword targeting is when we select a specific keyword and we bid Amazon on those keywords to show our ad. When we target a keyword inside Amazon ad, we get 3 options, 3 match types: exact match type, phrase match type, and broad match type. Okay, so let me show you this on the campaign pages also. So if we select the manual targeting, we get these 2 options: keyword targeting and product targeting. Keyword targeting like this, product targeting and category targeting, both you will find here in product targeting. So keyword targeting, we get 3 match types. You see broad, phrase, and exact. And if we target any keyword, let's assume we are selling mushroom coffee, and if we target this mushroom coffee, we can target with all these 3 match types. So suggested bid, we can target with suggested bid, we can target with custom bid or default bid. Suggested bid is a bid suggested by Amazon. So you can see these, we can either target all 3 match types or we can target one of these. So now let's talk about all these 3 match types a little bit in detail. So here is the broad match type. Triggers your ad for search terms that contain your keywords in any order, including variations, plurals, synonyms, and misspellings. If you see the example, wireless headphones ads may show for Bluetooth wireless headset. So this is broad match. Bluetooth wireless headset. Or it can show your ad for Bluetooth wireless headphones also. If you see more examples, a coffee maker can show your ads on espresso machine, drip coffee pot, cappuccino maker, this is French press coffee, and Keurig single serve machine. So very broad match types go, right? Now if we talk about the phrase match type, your ads show when the search term contains your keywords phrase in the exact same orders. Example, wireless headphones ads may show for best wireless headphones for gym. Like if we phrase match keyword, if we use a keyword like coffee mug, Amazon can show our ads on best coffee mug for office, ceramic coffee mug set, funny coffee mug gift, travel coffee mug. So you see this keyword coffee mug is coming as it is, like side by side, phrase in the same order. Yeah. Now if we talk about the exact match, your ad only shows for the exact keyword or very close variants. If you see wireless headphones will show your ads for wireless headphones only. So these are all 3 match tabs. Now let's talk about the product targeting and category targeting. So in product targeting, we don't target any keyword, but we target a product detail page, right? And similarly with the category targeting, we don't target any keyword or product, but we target an entire category. Okay, so let's talk about the product targeting here first. As I said, product targeting means when you target a product, specific product. And if I show you here, these are all the specific product. If I open this thing here, if we target this product detail page, you see here these ads, you see here, these are all sponsored products, product targeting ads, right? The way to target is we target these ASINs. When we target these ASINs inside the campaigns, Amazon is going to show our ad on the product detail pages of this ASIN. That is why we say it ASIN targeting campaigns also. Now category targeting campaigns, as I said, we target whole category. So if you see, this is in category of instant coffee. If you see other product, this is inside the category of mushrooms, and we can see the categories here also on top, or you can see the categories here, mushroom herbal supplements. And for this one you can see the category here as well. If you go down, yeah, instant coffee. So we target this whole category, and Amazon starts showing ads based on its based on our sales history and Amazon ads, Amazon understanding about our products and the information we have provided on the product detail pages. So this is the category targeting. Okay, so now let's talk about all these 4 targeting types here: contextual, remarketing audience, in market audience, interest and lifestyle audience. And as I said earlier, these can be used only with sponsored display ads. And to show you this, let me click on create a sponsored display campaign. By the way, we get an option to create a sponsored display TV ad also, but I'm not covering that in this video because it will be very long. So let's click on the sponsored display ad, and once you click on here and you pass through and simply go to the targeting options here, targeting, and we have these contextual targeting here, and here we have all these 4 targeting types: contextual, remarketing, all those we saw, all of these we saw here. Now if we talk about the contextual targeting, you see reach audience who are browsing products and content matching criteria you choose. If you click on here, we get 2 options: categories, right, similar to advertised product, and then you can price some more criteria here like Alexa skills, Amazon devices, appliance, apps, arts, right? So let's assume you are selling some beauty products, so you would like to check out all the criteria here: beauty, shoes and accessories, and then your cotton balls and swaps, right? If you are selling products, you know, similar to cotton balls and swaps, you would like to market your product inside this criteria. And then you get an option to, you know, show your ad on the individual product. This is similar like you know, product targeting ad. You simply need to you know, put an ASIN here, paste an ASIN here, and now Amazon will start showing display ads on those ASINs you put here, you target here. Now next option is, okay, Amazon has given some criteria here for us. So advertised product 30 days, and these 30 days basically look back. Look back in is meaning look back means advertised product. Let's assume we want to retarget people, retarget shoppers who have visited the product we are advertising in this campaign, and we can select the look back, like who has visited our product detail pages in past 7 days, past 14 days, past 60 days, or past 90 days. So this way this works. And if we go back here, we get another option, the next targeting option which is called remarketing audience. And let me read it for you. Reach relevant audience who have viewed, purchased, are browsing products and content matching criteria you choose. If you click on this thing, let's remove this all, you get these similar options here, these criterias here, like that, but with all these criterias, because this is remarketing campaign, with all these criterias you get these look back options with criterias also. Not you can see here Alexa skills and all those things. Let's assume you are selling the beauty that beauty product again, and beauty tools and accessories, and if you are selling cotton balls or something, you simply add this cotton balls, and then you will get an option to select a look back, how many like look back, how many days ago the shoppers saw your product detail page or a product detail page in this. Next is in market audience. Here you can select anybody who is interested in bath bombs and who saw a product detail page inside this category related to bath bombs. They will see your ads. We have interest and lifestyle. Reach audiences whose shoppers and entertainment activities suggest certain interest or lifestyle. So if you see this here, people who are interested in art and design, if you see art and technician, lifestyle, right, integrated in graphic design. So people who are interested in these things, you can target these people. You can target these people by choosing this option. So this is all about sponsored display ads. Sponsored display ads, you can try it all, but be aware that the conversion rate is lower than the sponsored products ads, and sometimes CPC is higher. Sometimes your display ads can start cannibalizing your organic sales as your ad sales. So be aware of that. Rest, yeah, that's it. Okay, so we have reached at the step number 4, where I'm going to teach you, I'm going to explain you all the important metrics which using which you can understand the performance of your Amazon ads. So here you can see key Amazon metrics. So let me show you on the Amazon ads dashboard. Okay, if you see here, we have impressions, we have top of the search impressions here, but this is not important. Let's click impressions, then clicks, CTR, spend, CPC, orders, and then we have a lot more here. You can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the one which is most important. So let's take, so these are the metrics. Budget, then we are going to choose impressions, then we are going to choose clicks, then we are going to choose click-through rate, spend, cost per click, order, sales, advertising, cost of the sales, return on ad spend. So let's apply, and we are going to talk about these here. So let's talk about the impressions. If you see the number of times ads were displayed, and if you want to see it in more details, let me show you what it means. Is the number of times your ad is shown to the shoppers, whether they clicked or not. So this is impressions, right? Now let me show you the real meaning of impressions, right? So here if you see, this is an ad, I'm not clicking on it. So I searched, I saw this ad, but I saw not, I don't, like Amazon doesn't care. This ad appeared in the search result. A user searched for this keyword and this ad appeared in this search result, which means it will be counted as one impression, right? So this is called impression. Now let's talk about the next thing, which is clicks. Clicks means simply when we click, when someone clicks, this is clicks, the number of clicks, right? Then next is the CTR, click-through rate. This is important to understand. This is basically the ratio of people, like the ratio of number of people who saw your ad and versus who clicks your ad, right? So let me show you here. Click-through rate. CTR, this is the formula to calculate the CTR rate. Clicks divided by impressions multiplied by 100. What does it mean? The percentage of people who clicked on your ads after seeing it. White matter indicates ad appeal and relevancy. Low CTR means your title, images are targeting isn't resonating, right? In simple terms, let me say it simple. If our ad, if our product is not a mushroom coffee, but still we are targeting here, people will not click it because they are not looking for that product. Let's assume we are trying to sell here tea, let's say it's a boba tea. If we are selling boba tea here, people will not click on it because people are interested in mushroom coffee. So that's our wrong targeting. If you see this product detail page, you are going to see this 8.2k to 20k baht, alright, these so many reviews. But if you see this one, 3.9 star, only 9 rating reviews, chances are low that you are going to click on this item. So the CTR means how many people are clicking on your ad. Next is spend, basically how much you are spending on ad. Then CPC is the cost per click, average cost per click. So if you can see here, 5 clicks you got an average CPC, average click, like average cost per click was 1.64, 5 clicks were 1.64 multiplied by 5, it's equal to 8.18, right? Next is orders. Orders means simply number of orders you got. These are ad sales. Sales is the amount you sold. Like you sold 3 units and you made 14.98 cents from this sales, right? Now next important metric is ACOS. 7.11%. ACOS is basically the percentage of your sales that you spend on advertising. Very simple explanation. If you see here in my explanation also, let's go straight to ACOS. Formula: ACOS is equal to ad spend divided by ad sale multiplied by 100. What it means, the percentage of ad driven sales is spent on, let's assume your product price is $20 and you spend $2, 10% will be your ad ACOS, right here. And then next is your RAS. Formula is ad sales divided by ad spend, revenue earned for every $1 spent on ads. So this is called ROAS. Example, spend 100 and generated 400 is going to be 4 ROAS. Why does it matter? Inverse ACOS, higher is equal to better efficiency. Basically you can track any of ACOS or ROAS. You don't need to track both, right? Because the main thing is to see how much you are spending in to get a sale, right? Now one thing you will not see here, but I have put it here, is TACOS, total ACOS. Total ACOS is basically like ACOS is when you calculate your spend only with ad sales, but TACOS is when you calculate your ad spend with total sales. Let me show you the formula: ad spend divided by total sales. If you see the ad ACOS, ad spend divided by ad sales. So are you getting the difference? I think you are. Okay, so this is the TACOS, or measure ads impact on the overall business revenue, not just ad attributed sales. Example, spend $1,000 on ads, $4,000 on ad sales, $6,000 organic sales, total sales $10,000. So TACOS will be 10%, 1,000 divided by 10%, right? So if you see summary, these are quick summary: impression, CTR, CVR, ACOS, ROAS and TACOS. These all metrics are crucial. These orders, sales, clicks, these spend, these are basics, right? So these are all the important metrics you needed to understand, and I think this is the best example. Go and read it once and it will be pretty clear for you to understand. Okay, so now let's talk about the step number 5, how to find out keywords to target inside your campaigns, how to find out ASINs, and how to find out categories to target inside your campaigns. So let's start with the keywords. And to find out keywords, we use paid tools like Helium 10. Helium 10 is super good, super reliable. You must use it if you are not using it, because if you are not using Helium 10 to find out the keywords and to find out the competitors' keyword and even to find out the ASINs to target inside the campaigns, you are missing out. And if you are willing to sign up for a Helium 10, you can simply click on the link below. I'll provide this link and you can get 35% off for 6 months when you use this code. Up to 35% off you can get. And then there are different options also. You can get 20% for 6 months and 10%. You can check it out. Okay, so now let me log in to my Helium 10 and let me show you the options you can use to find out keywords, to do keyword research for your product. And let me find a demo products to start the keyword research. So let's assume this is the product you are selling and this is the product we need to do the keyword research. So we have two options: either I find out the main keyword for this item by reading title, or simply I can use the extension. We have an option here. Okay, X-ray keywords. Using this tool we will get to know the top keyword for this product. So you see Rise mushroom coffee. Rise is a brand name, so I will go with the generic mushroom coffee. This is a keyword. A lot of 158,000 people are looking for this keyword. Super good. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to search for this. I'm going to go inside the Helium 10 again and I'm going to go inside products, and inside products we have an option. Okay, we have an option called magnet. Once you click on magnet, you simply need to put a seed keyword. Okay, you need to select the marketplace, so the marketplace is UC. You simply need to put your seed keyword and get keywords. Once you do this, Amazon is going to show you the keywords, relevant keywords for this one. So this is the search result, and now you can see a lot of keywords here, a lot of keywords here. You see one this is search on 9300 keywords, so this is a lot. Of course, you are not going to run ads on these all keywords, so you get these filters. You can refine your searches from here. You can use, you know, minimum search volume. So let's assume you want to do minimum search volume 300, then word count. Of course, you would not like to target anything on less than 2 words. And then competition, you can use organic. I would like to go with organic, and once you hit run these filters, you can see the numbers came to 369, and then you can filter it more here. You can exclude word that you don't want, like Rise is a big competitor. I'm sure you would not like to you know, target on his keyword and this brand in the beginning. Once you apply, you can see this. I exclude keywords, Rise, right? Now 358. Okay, 358 keywords we have now. So this is one way we can use magnet. We can find a seed keyword, we can understand what the product is, and then we can put this seed keyword inside magnet, hit search and do some refinement, and then we can download this list. And then once we download this list, we can simply open this downloaded file here, and then you can check all the, you know, keywords manually. And you see organic half coffee, this is not a good one for me. You can remove this every dose. You can remove all these every day. You could simply you know, put here in exclude every day. Simply it will remove all the phrases containing every day. So this is how you can do. And then you can do manual refinement from here, and then the list will be prepared. You will have a list of the selected keywords you can target. Now, how to find out products and categories to target in the campaign. So I am not explaining this thing in this video, because I have already created a dedicated video on this topic only, where I have explained this thing to finding out the categories and finding out the essence in very detail. Like, I have to create a video on the keyword research. I'm going to create it for you, but for essence, finding essence and finding categories, I have already created. I'll put the link here somewhere. You can find it and you can watch that. Okay, so we have reached step number 3. Let's talk about how to launch your very first Amazon PPC campaign. So I'm going to open my campaign dashboard, and I'm going to go on the home page. Okay, let me open the seller center. I'm going to guide you from the beginning. Okay, so you simply need to click on the advertising, and then advertising campaign manager. Once you click on campaign manager, you get this option here, create campaign. Once you click on create campaign, you get these 4 options: sponsor product ads, sponsor brand ads, and sponsored display ads. Let's start with the sponsor products ads. So I'm going to guide you to create a sponsored products ads in this video. Once you click on create campaign, simply select the product you want to target. Simply search, if you have the SN, simply paste the SN and search for the product, and click on add. And once your product is added, you get 2 options here: automatic targeting and manual targeting. If you are creating an automatic campaign, you simply need to select these here, set bids and targeting groups. Simply, I like to, you know, pause compliments and then change. I would like to go with the suggested bid for now, and then you see suggested bids are applied. And then if we go here, we get these 3 bidding strategies, campaign bidding strategies. Dynamic bids up and down, dynamic bids down only, and fixed bids. So what happens is, whatever we are going to bid is like a kind of, how to say it, let's assume you say Amazon that, hey Amazon, show our ad for Amazon mushroom coffee keyword, and then once anybody click on the ad, I'm going to pay you $3. So that $3 is the bid, right? So if so with the bidding strategy, if we choose this option, up and down, we will raise bids by maximum 100% in real time, and your ad may be more likely to convert to a sale, or lower your bids when less likely to convert a sale. So Amazon can increase your bid up to 100%, so your $3 bid can go to $6, so you will spend $6 a click. Or Amazon can reduce bids by 100%, so you can spend 1.5 USD per click. Dynamic bids down only means Amazon will not increase but decrease when your ads are not likely to convert. And fixed bids, Amazon will not change your bids. For auto campaigns, I would like to go with dynamic bids up and down because it works really well. And then we have an option of placements here. On the placement, here we have 3 placements here. Let me show you this thing here. So if we search any campaign, any keyword, see here, these are top. These are the keyword targeting campaign, sponsored products. But you can see these are on top. So these are called top of the searches, and then these are called, if you see here, these are called rest of the searches. And if you see any ad on any product detail page, let's me open a product detail page. So this is a product detail page here. The ads you see here on this product detail page, here, these are the product detail pages. So you see here product pages, rest of the searches, and top of the searches. So now further I can ask Amazon to increase my bids. Let's assume I am bidding $1, and I ask Amazon to increase 100% for top of the search. So now Amazon will bid $2 to show my ad on top of the search placement, right? So this is how the this placement thing work. Now here you need to add your campaign. So I like to structure this way. So SP means sponsored products. What is happening? SP means sponsored products, and then AUT means auto, and then I like to put ASIN here, or name of the product, whatever you like, ASIN, or if you have a purpose, I would like to put purpose here, and then signature, like I'd like to put my signature ADJ, so that clients know that these are campaigns created by me. You can give it a budget, $15, $12, always start with your $12, $15, increase as the sales go up, right? Once you do this, once all these things are done, you can hit on launch campaign or launch campaigns. For here your automatic campaign will be created. Now let's assume you want to create a manual targeting campaign. So now when you create manual targeting campaign for sponsored products, the steps will be same. You simply need to click on okay, let me go on Seller Central again to show you this. You simply need to click on Seller Central, advertising campaign manager, and once you click on campaign manager, you click on create campaign. Once you click on create campaign, you get sponsored products ads. These are also same steps like you create an auto campaign. Here only you see the difference. You add your products here, and then from auto now you are going to create keyword targeting campaign, manual targeting campaign. With manual targeting campaign you get 2 options here, keyword targeting or product targeting option. So either you create keyword targeting campaign or product targeting campaigns. Steps up to here will be the same. Now from here it is going to be different. For keyword targeting you will going to select this one option, and then you can simply remove this thing, and either you can use selected suggested keywords simply, or you can paste your set of keywords. Let's assume I want to here is my set of keywords for mushroom coffee, and I can simply put here all my keywords related to mushroom coffee, and then I can add the custom bid. Let's assume I want to bid $1 and simply add the keyword with broad match, and then all the keywords will be added with the broad match. See, this is, by the way, this is not how I create campaign. I'm simply demonstrating this. When I create campaigns, I look for the search volume, I look for, and I don't add more than 10 keywords in one campaign. So that is a strategy part of it. So simply paste all your SN here, and then rest this is the same. I would like to go with fixed bids for my manual keyword targeting campaigns. Top of the search, fresh search, products pages, these are the same as I explained. Then I need to name my campaign, simply SP. This is a Broad campaigns I like to put this way: SN or product name, again product name, purpose, sign ADZ, right? And then select a budget, let's assume $30, and hit launch. Now your manual keyword targeting campaign will be launched. This is as simple as that. Now if you want to create a product targeting ad, simply you need to select product, and then you get an suggested category to target. You can simply target the suggested category, or you can simply search for a category, browse for a category, or search for a category. And then you can refine the target also, like once you click on refine, you can say Amazon that, hey Amazon, show our ad on any product which is priced more than $25, right? And you can refine with the ratings also for any product which has only 4-star ratings, right? So this is refinement. Okay, so add now, this is called category. And if you create this campaign with all this setting, this is called category targeting campaign. And if you add essence also here, like here, you get an option to you see here, this product is visible here. If I add this product, Amazon will start showing my ad on the product detail page of this item. This is expanded, which means Amazon is going to show our ad on the similar products. Who want similar product, I'm going to uncheck it, and exact. So I want Amazon to show my ad on the exact same product. So this is one product. I can select multiple products from this suggestion, or simply I can search for an SN to target. Okay, let me show you this. I take this SN from here, and then I can search it from here. You see here this SN is visible. I can target this SN simply, right? So this is how you create category targeting campaign and SN targeting campaign. You can target categories and SNs inside same campaign, but I like to keep category targeting campaign and product targeting campaign separate. Now there is one thing I didn't tell you so far, is about the ad groups. You see here ad groups. So ad groups are basically you can say folder, right? So inside one campaign you can have multiple ad groups, right? So multiple ad groups. So let's assume you are creating auto campaign. You can have multiple auto campaigns inside one campaign. So let me show you a running auto campaign to demonstrate you this ad group thing. So this is an auto campaign. If I open this auto campaign, you can see this first is showing this ad group, and inside this ad group there is the ad, then there is the targeting. In the targeting you will see these all loose match, substitute, close match. And if you go one step back, you will see ad group again. I can create another ad group here. You see, I can create another ad group here, and I can put any product here. I can put any product here, and I can you see here I get an option to target these match types, right? So this is how we create ad group. One catch is here, you can create only the ad groups are going to be inside an auto campaign you can put only auto campaigns. Inside manual campaigns you can put manual campaigns, right? Ad groups people don't use most of the time. You can consider ad groups as like a folder inside a campaign. So that's it for the campaign creation. I have created a dedicated video on campaign creation also. I'll put link somewhere here and here because this video is already very lengthy. I have covered this in a glance eye view. So I hope it is still pretty clear to you how to launch your first campaign, how to create campaigns for your product. If it is not, I've already created a video for you. I have put the link somewhere here. So that's it for today's video. Let's meet with a new video with a new topic very soon, probably with the topic of keyword research. comment keyword research and I will create a, and definitely like this is not certain so far that I'm going to create a video on keyword targeting, keyword research, but if you comment on keyword research, if you want a video on keyword research, I'm going to create it for you. Okay, so bye bye for now. Let's meet very soon with a new video with a new topic. Bye bye.